Hi everyone, it's Mandy. Thanks so much for joining me for another process video. I apologise if my voice isn't great in this video. My kids have all been sick with colds over the past week, and so of course now I've managed to catch it off them, but I will try and keep the sneezing and coughing to a minimum while I'm recording this. So I'm creating a traveller's notebook spread today for the Cocoa Vanilla design team, and I'm using the You Rock collection. And this is a boy collection, but I'm going to use it today to create a non-boy themed page. So I'm documenting a photo of myself with the lovely Dyan who, as you know, is the creator of the Dilutions products. And she's over here in Australia at the moment, and a couple of weeks ago she came to teach at the scrapbooking store where I work. So I was lucky to be able to attend one of the classes that she taught that weekend, and I also got to attend a retailer event on behalf of our store where she was running classes for store owners and their employees to attend. So I got to spend 2 days with her, and she is amazing. She was such a great teacher. As you would probably know if you've seen any of my work, I usually create quite clean pages. I don't work with paints and inks very often. So for me, I was really stepping out of my comfort zone and trying something new. And she made it really easy, even for someone like me who was very much a beginner. So I really enjoyed it, and I want to keep practicing the techniques that I learnt so that I might be able to incorporate them onto my scrapbook layouts, because it was really fun to be able to get messy and learn some new techniques as well. And so I wanted to create this page just to document that experience. And the colours in the You Rock collection worked really well with the colours in the photo. So I just pulled out some things that were not specifically boy themed so that I could use it with this photo. So the first thing I did was trim down that star patterned paper. And I was originally going to use that on the right hand side of the spread, but I ended up switching it to the left. And so on the right hand side, I'm going to use that paper that has a bit of a mixed media look to it. And I thought that really worked well with the theme of this page, seeing as I'm scrapbooking a photo of Dyan Reevely and she does mixed media, so I thought that really worked well. And you'll notice that I'm not actually working in the notebook insert itself while I'm creating the pages. I sometimes find this a little bit easier, especially as the insert starts to get a bit bulky once you've created a number of pages in it, and it gets a bit harder to work in. So sometimes it's easier to work outside the notebook and then just glue the pages in once they're complete. So you can see that I'm adding my photo on the left hand side of the spread, and I've matted that with black cardstock just to help it to stand out from that busy background and to help it to pop off the page a bit. And then I also added my title on the left hand page above the photo, and I used some black alphabet stickers from the Cocoa Vanilla Colour Me Happy collection. So that's the only thing that I've used that's not from the You Rock collection on this page. And now I'm just adding a couple of the little word stickers to the bottom left hand corner of that page. So now I'm going to add my journaling to the page on the right, and as you can see, I just used my roll of foam tape and I traced around the inside of it to create a journaling spot, and then I'm going to freehand draw the lines for me to journal onto. But you'll notice after I've done it that I actually drew the lines on a diagonal, and they were really noticeably not straight. So what I decided to do was to redo it onto a piece of white cardstock, and I'm just going to stick that over the top of what I did on the page originally. So I just did the same thing again. I used my roll of foam tape to draw the circle, and then I freehand drew the lines, but this time I was just a bit more conscious about making sure that I wasn't doing them diagonal. And then I've just added my journaling and I've stuck it back over the top, and you wouldn't even know the difference. So now I'm going to colour those little wood veneer crosses, and I'm just using some black Heidi Swap Colour Shine, and I'm painting it on with a paintbrush. but you could use acrylic paint or a paint pen or whatever you like to colour your wood veneers. But I used this technique on a recent layout that I created and it worked really well, so I thought I'd try it again, and it was really quick and easy, so I was happy with that. And the reason I painted them black was because I wanted a little pop of black there on the right hand side of the spread as well, just to bring across the black that's in the title and that I matted my photo with. And it also provides a nice contrast to the bright colours on the page. And you can also see there on the right hand side of the spread that I've cut out 3 little phrases, and I cut those out of the cut apart sheet, and then I cut them up into strips, and one says unique, one says one of a kind, and the other one says seriously funny. And I really like those phrases because I felt like they described Dyan really well. She really is such a genuine person, and she's definitely unique, and she constantly made us laugh in the classes, so I thought that those phrases were perfect and just described her really well. And then I'm just going to add a little chipboard sticker arrow underneath those phrases there. And then that will pretty much wrap up this spread. I did come back to it the following day, and I decided to switch that wood veneer camera that's on the bottom right hand corner of the photo for a circular chipboard sticker. And I did that for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the wood veneer camera was just a little bit too thick, particularly because it's towards the centre of the page. I thought it might make it a little bit hard to close the notebook insert. And then the other reason is because I wanted to bring across that circular element that I had used on the opposite page for the journaling. And so that will wrap up this spread. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll have some close-ups for you at the end, and I will be back with another one soon. See you later, guys. Bye.